Private Joker. I don't believe I heard you correctly.
Sir, the private said no, sir!
Well, you little maggot, you make me want to vomit! You goddamn communist heathen, you sound off that you believe in Blastin or Stashin, or I'm gonna stomp your guts out. Now you do love Blastin or Stashin.
Sir, negative, sir!
Private Joker, are you trying to offend me?
Sir, negative, sir! Sir, the private believes that any answer he gives will be wrong, and the senior drill instructor will beat him harder if he reverses himself, sir!
Oh, you better be watching this Friday night, you skunk buckets!
Hello, everybody. It is Blastin or Stashin. I'm all hopped up on Cocoa Pebbles and almond milk, and I'm ready to do this live show. Yes, that was my dinner tonight, little Cocoa Pebbles. I don't know what you had for dinner, Mike.
I had, what did I have? Cheeseburgers. That's it, cheeseburgers. Now I want to watch Full Metal Jacket.
I was going to have meatloaf in honor of the passing of
The passing of Meatloaf?
Yeah. Thank you. But yeah, so we are Blastin' Shash. The first time catch the show is what we do is we read the comics that come out. Comic Book Wednesday, we blast the books we like. We stash the books we like. Sorry, I'm trying to plug my internet in, and I don't know where to plug it in at. Blue skidoo.
Do you need a book? Do you need a diagram?
I can too.
What's up,
Legion?
Legion? Glad to see you popping in
Legion's
here.
in here.
Legion.
A couple people in here. Oh, Legion. Okay, but let's talk about what else we've been watching. Did you watch the Book of Boba Fett this week? What did you think?
I did watch the Book of Boba Fett, and I still love it. I totally missed out on Black Chrysanthemum, whatever the hell his name is, first appearance. So, is Dr. Aphra coming to Book of Boba Fett?
I don't know, maybe. But
I don't have that either.
I don't either. I think she was in the Darth Vader book. That was her first appearance.
Yeah.
He's a little worn for, he's gotten a little older, but I'm really glad to see that Harry from Harry and the Hendersons is still working. He's nice to see him in Book of Boba Fett. He's kicking a little ass. He's kind of a little bit racist toward the lizard people, but it's nice to see Harry out there and still has his acting card going on.
I hate you.
Well, his eye, like if you look at Chewbacca's eyes and you look at his eyes, it's very Harry and the Hendersons to me. It really pulls me out of it when they do like close up on his eyes. It just drives me nuts. And the other part that about this episode, like I had my headset on, I was listening to it, so I walked in the kitchen and it was still going. The part where Boba Fett brings, I forgot her name, his second right hand man or whatever she is, brings her in to get help because she got shot. Yeah. So I'm listening to this in my headset, and all of a sudden there's this crazy music on. I'm like, dude, is this a Star Wars porn? What is going on here? I ended up texting my wife. I said, dude, this just sounds like it would be a Star Wars themed porn movie.
Oh, they're out there.
Oh, I know they are. I'm sure they are. I haven't seen any for sure. I'm a good Christian boy. I don't watch those dirty type things. Pope Grimy said the only thing I didn't like was the so-called speeder chase in episode 3. Yeah, I think that I got a lot of crap about it too. Yeah, some almost like Power Rangers kind of
Power Rangers.
Yeah, I've heard that. What else did I watch? Peacekeeper.
Peacekeeper.
Yeah, one of the two. One of the two.
We watched John Cena.
Watched John Cena. And that episode was a little bit of a letdown, too. There were some great scenes in it, but to me, it was a little bit of a letdown compared to the last episode. The part when... oh, my God, I'm drawing blanks on names. His buddy.
Vigilante,
thank you. Vigilante goes to jail to try to kill his dad, and he starts going off on white supremacists and all that stuff. That was pretty funny. But overall, I thought it was a little lackluster for sure. Pope Grimy says hipsters. They were hipsters. Little Star Wars hipsters. That's what they were. Okay.
Yesterday I watched the first episode of the first season of I can't think of the name.
We're not doing good tonight on names.
We are not doing good. what is it? Raised by Wolves,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and holy shit! I was like, the android as they bleed wide. I was like, all this looks familiar, and Ridley Scott is writing it. So who did Alien?
Hmm.
So
I tried watching the first episode last year, mainly
it's that
because
old?
yeah, dude, it's been out for a year or two. Yeah,
Oh, okay. I know
yeah,
the second season starts next month. So
yeah. The guy who played Ragnar from Vikings is in it, and that was kind of kicked me because
that,
we were watching Vikings at the time. Um,
gotcha.
but I don't know. It was a little weird. I couldn't get
Pope
into it,
Grammy
unfortunately.
said it's amazing. So I just watched the first episode because I was looking for something to watch, and it had me hooked, especially towards the end where she's blowing people up. And anyway,
Let's talk about the comic books. Like we were talking in the off air, my books got all messed up last week, so I got like twice double the fun this week, and so I was trying to figure out what came out this week, what didn't. So I may have some that came out last week, but let me know in the chat, or you can let me know, Mike.
yeah.
Am I getting any echo at all? I watched a little bit of the Stashies, and I was echoing a little bit. Let me know in the live chat if you're listening.
Yeah,
So.
I don't hear nothing.
Okay. You want to start off with the book? You want to talk about something? Something you liked? Something you didn't like?
Yeah, I'm going to talk about something I didn't like.
Oh, okay.
I believe it's the only DC book I read. I think.
And what is that?
That is the Batman, another Batman book, because we need another one of those. Batman the Knight, 1 of 10. I'm just going to put it to you very short and simple. I could give two shits about reading another Batman book about when he was a kid and how before he became Batman. Apparently Hugo Strange is his fucking psychiatrist, and I am just not interested in this at all. The art ain't very good, in my opinion. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm not going to be picking up any more of the Night unless there's some amazing covers, which I seriously doubt. I don't want to see a young boy on the cover.
So I got the Capullo cover on that. For some reason, I was thinking that it was Capullo art through the whole book, and I thought, oh, cool. I don't think I've seen anything from him since Heavy Metal. I think that's the last thing that he did. But yeah, I'm with you on that too. It's like, do we need to dive deeper into the psychology of Batman and who he is and what happened to him? How did he heal himself mentally, or how was he broken? No, I don't think we really need that. I think we've had
how he was a bully in school, and then
yeah,
come on,
yeah. I'll probably continue to pick him up just because it is Batman, but I'm not super excited about reading number 2. So it's not going to be at the top of my stack like it was this week. It'll probably move down toward the bottom of my stack. Like, okay, I'll read this when I get a chance to. But yeah. I'll talk about a book that I kind of liked. I didn't think I was going to like it. I'm not saying it's the greatest book of the week, but I'm kind of glad they flipped the script on the character again. The character was very much. I hated the character in Avengers, but I like how she's going back. She-Hulk. So She-Hulk, number 1. I ended up picking 2 covers on that. I picked up the Adam Hughes and I picked up the Art Germ covers on that just because I'm a cover buy. I actually like that cover a lot too, and that's the cover A, I think.
Yeah, I believe so. This is Jen Bartel. I think, yeah.
Pope says, between Batman and Spider-Man, we know the story. Stop telling us over and over again. Yep. That's how I feel too.
Well, so, they have to do it again because Batman's getting ready to come out, or the Batman, or whatever.
I mean, I guess. So let me ask this question. So they usually try to reboot characters or storylines to try to get new readers. So, say new readers in the comic books, want to find a place to jump on the storyline. But I think Batman, like Grimy said there, that Batman and Spider-Man both, throughout the movies that everybody's seen and everything else, everybody knows their backstory. So do they really need a new jumping on point for new readers? No, I don't think so. I mean, maybe at the beginning of an arc or the end of an arc, maybe you want to jump on, but I don't know. Going to She-Hulk though, this was actually, I said, it wasn't my favorite book of the week, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like a man-hating feminist book, but it wasn't that at all. And I did enjoy it. The dialogue was a little weird, like it wasn't directed at me for sure. But I like the fact that, when she's getting ready to Hulk out, she's like stripping down her clothes because she doesn't want to ruin her only suit she has, but and then her and Mary McFerrin,
Titania.
Yeah. They end up getting to a street brawl. They're fighting it out, and Titania is complaining to her, saying, "Hey man, you used to fight all the time. You don't want to fight anymore." But she's like, "No, I really do, but we need to kind of schedule this fight out. We need to kind of move it to a different area and a set time." So it was kind of interesting for that part. And then of course we get Jack of Hearts back in there. Spoiler. I guess he's going to be a major plot point moving forward in the She-Hulk world. But again, too, that the She-Hulk that was in the Avengers, that "Ugh, me love Thor," very limited vocabulary, very much like Hulk was. I didn't like that. I like this because it kind of reminds me of the old She-Hulk from Sensational She-Hulk and stuff. So for that, it's a stash for me.
Yeah, I'm stashing this too. Not because it's a great story, just because She-Hulk's back to the She-Hulk that I know and love. Curious to see what they're, out of everyone they could have threw at the end for like a cliffhanger, they threw in this Jack of Hearts character that I haven't seen since I don't know when. In the chat, if you guys could let me know what Jack of Hearts has been up to, let me know, because I don't.
Yeah, Pope Grimy says Jack of Hearts. Wow, I'm not sure if that's sarcasm or if it's like, wow, that character hasn't been around for a good while. I did bring up to Mighty LJ. I said, which cover, if you're looking at these two covers, which one's better of the She-Hulks? And she said the Adam Hughes one was better. She looked too much like Shrek in this one, she thought. So Adam Hughes is the winner for that one, according to Mighty LJ.
Adam Hughes doesn't he have an Elektra Red, White, and Blood or whatever coming out?
Oh, yeah. Yep. I actually had to order that.
Yeah, I pre-ordered that one too.
Pope Grimy said he had a miniseries in the 80s, and I think it was the same miniseries like Black Knight had, that Nightcrawler had. Remember it had like all those like 4 series books. Who else? Falcon had one. Hawkeye had one. I think it was all part of that. Okay, going on to the next book. Mike, what do you got?
Next book, probably my pick of the week. Yeah, we'll call it the pick of the week. Silver Surfer Rebirth. So first off, Ron Mars, or what's his name? Yeah, Ron Mars and Ron Lim are back together. So automatically it feels like the Silver Surfer of the 90s all over again. This one, it opens with the son of Captain Marvel. I guess he goes by Legacy, saving a Kree ship from a black hole. Silver Surfer shows up and gives him a hand, and they succeed. Blah blah blah. And they're on their way back to wherever they came from, having a chit chat, and all of a sudden, Silver Surfer, a big flash happens. Silver Surfer side by side with the original Captain Marvel, the one that died of cancer, blah, blah, blah. And he's in the middle of a Skrull invasion. Then at the very end, Thanos shows up, and it's the 90s all over again. And I used to love Silver Surfer back when Ron Lim was drawing him, and yeah, this is pretty good. So
Isn't wasn't Ron Lim the artist on this?
yeah, yeah,
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
yeah. Really,
Yeah.
I've always been a Ron Lim fan. So
You hit the nail right on the head with me too. That as soon as I got to this page where it popped up said Marvels, it was that splash page of Silver Surfer flying in. That kicked me back to, I think it was an annual that I had. It was an annual, or it was a not part of the Gauntlet series, but I remember whatever it was definitely 90s. And I remember Silver Surfer was on the cover of that book. I think it was an annual though, almost positive. And yeah, as soon as I saw that page, boom, brought me back to the 90s. And the whole thing. So we have two characters coming back in two different Marvel books. Jack of Hearts coming back, and then we have Marvel coming back. I don't think he has been around in a long time either in any book.
Been dead.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Isn't he the one Marvel character that's actually stayed dead? Like
maybe because he's
wrong.
the one that he has that graphic novel, The Death of
Marvel, yeah, which is awesome if you've never read that.
Yeah, my copy's pretty beat up.
Yeah, the Silver Surfer's dialogue in this too. The Silver Surfer comes to your aid. It just pure nostalgia. So
yeah, and then you said at the very end too, when Marvel gets blasted, you're like, "Ain't no Silver Surfer." Oh, what? Who? No, not you. And then they had the big splash page of Thanos at the end. Of course, that's a little 90s, little hard on there too. So it was good. I actually enjoyed it a lot. 90s book, 90s feel for sure. I have got a independent book that I'm going to talk about. I'm not sure if you picked up issue 1. That's Animal Castle.
oh my god.
Did you pick it up?
It's old. It came out like last month or so.
Well, Animal Castle 1 did. This is 2.
Oh, okay, that's 2.
Yeah, this is number 2.
I was not a fan of the first one.
I was, just because it had, very much, if you like Animal Farm, the book by
yeah, absolutely.
This is just right on the same border as Animal Farm, pretty much. A lot of very similar storylines going throughout it. And this is just continuation. My only gripe about this book, of course, this kind of book's going to be wordy because there's a lot of political stuff in there too. So it's going to be going through a lot of backstory and a lot of character development. The font is so small.
Yes.
And it's not very contrast. Doesn't have a whole lot of contrast either from the word balloon. So it's pretty hard to read. But overall, I think if you like Animal Farm by Orwell, you definitely will like Animal Castle. So I'm definitely going to be picking up the rest of these. I was talking to my wife about it. I said, I don't see how they could, it's like I said, so similar to Animal Farm. How do they get away with that? And she says, well, probably the rights for Animal Farm is probably up, and they can kind of, it's not the same.
Unless they barely like skim over what, Animal Farm does. So they stay out of legal. I don't know. I wasn't a fan of the first one. People love that book.
Yeah.
They're all
vampires. So can you do the evil laugh? That's my evil laughter. That's the best I can do right now.
That's pretty good.
Is it? Okay. Well, I'm glad I can impress you, Mike.
That's pretty good, yes.
I don't impress a lot of people anymore. Now, as soon as you hit 45, you're kind of done impressing people. You're up, though. What you got?
It's my turn. You want to talk about some small print? So I tried to read this independent book. It is by Archaea, whatever. It's called The Cursed Pirate Girl, The Devil's Cave. Right there. I know this was a book in the past, but I heard that you didn't have to read that one to like this one. But the art is, let me show you. It's black and white. And I'm not a fan of black and white. and it's really small print, so I didn't get very far. But the art's pretty good. I mean, I'm blasting it. Whatever. Where is Double S tonight? Double S came to Virginia to buy me a milkshake. We had said milkshake.
You did?
And now he's here.
You had a milkshake with Double S?
Yeah. My milkshake brings all the boys to your yard.
One milkshake, two straws kind of thing?
Yes. Kind of like the two girls, one cup.
Two girls, one cup. It's kind of like that Punisher and Electric cover.
Yes.
Let's talk about the little. I tried to send something out, but it says having trouble connecting. Please check your internet connection. I don't know why that would be. I'm connected to the internet. I'm still rolling. No, I don't know what's up. Aerosmith, Behind Enemy Lines #1. Did you pick up Aerosmith? Oh my goodness. This was not what I thought it was going to be. This was not what I thought it was going to be. Lady and the Tramp. Yep. They suck on the end of a. Let's just leave it at that. So, preface this with, it's crazy because I had this dream about like 3 weeks ago that I was in the Army, because both my boys are in the Army, or one just got out, one's in right now. I dreamed that I went in the Army and that my MOS was Dragon Rider, and I was getting trained to ride a dragon into battle. So
funny you should say that. Go on.
Okay, so in this, we get dragons, we get World War I, but these are the dragons that you ride. They're the ones that grab you on the shoulder, and your feet twinkle, and you fly through the air, and you drop down. Oh my goodness, what the hell? Feet twinkling, tiny dragons. No, it's not for me. I like the World War I kind of vibe to it, but definitely no. I need a big dragon to go into battle with, not a tiny dragon with twinkly feet. Sorry, it's a blast for me.
Pope, I do live in Virginia. I'm over here in Virginia Beach. I've been here for about 26 years. Joined the Navy, got stationed out here, and my wife wouldn't let me leave to go back to Chicago. So, ta-da!
And now all the ladies in Virginia are getting 6 inches.
6 inches of what?
Of snow. You're getting a lot of snow.
Oh yeah. Our whole 6. Anyway, the state Virginia Beach is shut down right now because we got a few inches of snow. So yeah, Aerosmith, World War I. There's dragons, there's golems, but I thought the exact same thing. If they were like dragon riders going into battle, like fighting other dragons from the German side, that would have been much better. But these dragons land on your shoulder and imbue you with fucking magical power, so you can kind of just hover. It's blast.
I did like his friend, like the rock friend that he met at the bar. Yeah. I mean, that was kind of cool, but yeah, the whole battle of the, I don't know if there was the Germans they were fighting, and little twinkly feet on either side. Nah. Spider giving the land of VA the 6. And Miss Sosa, that's what she said, Dave. And fairy dragons. But no, I won't be picking up Aerosmith #2.
Yeah, I guess that was another series.
Was it?
I think so. I could be wrong, but I never read that one either. But yeah. Go watch Game of Thrones with the dragons or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be a lot better, for sure.
Or Reign of Fire or something.
That was mine. What else you got, Mike?
Oh, what
Look at my
else have I
stack.
got?
What else did I read this week?
I read 6 more books, all Marvel books. Probably my worst pick of the week is goddamn Silk #1.
Oh, I didn't even bother.
Come on, man. Silk is such a fucking awesome character. She's been locked in a bunker her whole life, and nothing happens in this. Nothing fucking happens. She works for J. Jonah Jameson still. My biggest pet peeve. How many issues is Ranger Stranger going for, Dave?
I think it's 4 right now. I think it's like one for each season. One for fall, one for winter, one for spring, one for summer.
Did 2 come out?
2 is out. It's in previews right now.
Okay. So Silk in the beginning saves this teenage boy, blah blah blah. Okay. Said teenage boy and his best friend break into the Met in New York and start touching artifacts and picking them up and real old knives and shit. I don't know if you can see it. No alarms are going off. They have no security. And I was done after that. I mean, he's picking up a priceless vase. I don't know.
And how did they get in there?
I don't know. They just all of a sudden walking in. Are you sure this is okay? Dude, I told you 1,000 times we're good. And they're fucking recording. They're like live on YouTube breaking into the Met.
So I was looking up Ranger Stranger, see if they had anything else on their Scout's website. No.
Yeah, unless Silk gets some awesome covers, which I think issue. I just saw 2 or 3 has a really great one where she's just making herself like a bikini costume with her web, but this is crap.
Yeah, I didn't pick it up just because how many #1 Silks have we had the past couple years? Quite a few, I think. It seems like it's constantly getting
like volume 13 or whatever. I don't know.
There's like that one, Spider Woman, and there's one Spider Gwen, right? I think they're constantly getting rebooted, and so I'm like,
we're getting another Amazing Spider-Man #1. They're starting that over.
Really? Why?
I don't know.
Huh. I did pick up the Ben Reilly Spider-Man this week.
That's halfway decent.
Yeah, it was okay. I don't think it's not an amazing Spider-Man for sure. This is just tying into Spider-Man, just like the Clone Wars. Remember they had back in the day where
it does take place in the 90s, or
during the Clone War, not Clone Wars, during the Clone Saga. Yeah. Oh, Sleepy Reader's in here. One fellow Oregonian to another. Thank you. He's a little further north than I am I think he's almost at the other end of the border. I'm on the southern, he's on the northern end. But Pope says he thinks Disney is trying to convert all of their comics into the movie world. I can see that too, where, that's where it seems like a majority of the fans are in that movie world, not in this paper comic book world. Not like a lot of us who have been reading comics our whole lives. I'm not saying that's the case for everybody, but I think a lot of the newer comic book character fans just watch the movies. They don't actually read the books or, haven't watched a lot of the stuff. Because I know like all my kids loved all the Spider-Man or the superhero movies, but they don't read any comics at all. So if something happens, it's like, who's that guy? What's that, Dad? They always ask me. And sometimes I even have to look it up too. I don't know all of it.
Yeah.
But So very dialogue driven in this Spider-Man book, the Ben Reilly Spider-Man.
Yep.
Like I said, not as good, and it dives a little deeper too into the psychology of Ben Reilly too, and how he's dealing with. He was Peter Parker, then he found out he was a clone. Now he's taking on his own world, and how he's moving forward with that. How like J. Jonah Jameson passes him in the street, and it's like, "Hey, Peter, what are you doing?" And he like almost like freaks out on him. I'm not Peter. Leave me alone. So he definitely has a different disposition to what Peter has for sure, because he's dealing with a whole bunch of issues, thinking you're the real deal, but find out you're just the sloppy second clone, so he's dealing with the psychology of that. So it seemed like it delves a little bit into the Batman realm for me, a little
Yes,
too much.
absolutely.
I think then, so, I mean, it was okay. I don't think I'll be picking up issue 2. It didn't catch me enough for that. But just okay. I did like the reveal at the end, though. That was pretty dang awesome.
He's one of my
that.
favorite. He's one of my favorite Spider-Man villains. So that's the only.
Yeah.
That's the only reason that's going to keep me going for issue 2. And we did get Carry On in this, which I haven't seen in forever, which is also a very cool villain. So instead of comics influencing the movies, I think the movies are. I agree.
I agree with that too. Yeah, for sure. This is even the same font from the Spider-Man from that like 90s era too,
Yes.
isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So what else do you think of Spider-Man? Ben Reilly Spider-Man. Anything else about it? You said you're going to pick up issue 2 though, just because of that reveal at the end of that book.
That reveal. I like Ben Reilly. I think the Amazing Spider-Man's pretty good right now, which I haven't read the most current issue yet, but yeah, I believe they are rebooting Amazing Spider-Man. So when Peter gets back out of this coma, he'll be in Amazing Spider-Man, and Ben will be doing whatever. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm always wrong.
So are we going to get Peter Parker in Portland, Oregon? Because that's where he's living now, right? Didn't he move him and Mary Jane? Was it Mary Jane? They moved to Portland.
Did they?
Yeah, that's what it said in the book.
Oh, well, maybe.
After Aunt May died, they moved to Portland. So, but isn't no? See, Venom's based in San Francisco, right? He's based on the West Coast.
Yeah.
At least now he is. So,
fuck Venom. Sorry.
Did you like Venom number 4?
No.
You didn't even like Venom number 4, huh?
He was the Scarlet Spider. We don't need more people in Portland. Are there any villains in Oregon?
Any villains based in Oregon? I don't know. Honestly.
I mean, don't you guys have like the West Coast Avengers? Is that still a thing?
Yeah, I think West Coast Avengers is still a thing, but that's more California, though, isn't it? L.A. We love L.A. But you didn't like Venom number 4, huh?
I am just not feeling this run of Venom. I don't know, man.
But this Venom has a new logo on his chest now.
He's not even fucking bonded with goddamn the kid yet.
He did at the end of this book. I mean, it wasn't like a mutual bonding. He didn't get consent, I don't think. He just kind of did what he wanted. Brian Michael Bendis does he count as a villain? I don't know. It'd probably depend on if you're a Bendis fan or not. Yeah, it seemed. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, so I thought the Venom was like dependent on its host, like it had to be bonded with something. But Venom is just running around, no body, no host, and the stupidest fucking villain he's fighting, that spearhead guy.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man.
Don't the spears have like a? Let me say they have like a harmonic sound or whatever to them that kind of messes with the Venom
Yeah,
symbiote
I could
suit.
get those at Nancy's Nook.
The what? The Nancy's Nook?
Yeah. Um.
Uh, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, and then the Life Foundation or whatever has Dylan. They're running shit ton of experiments on him, but he finally breaks out at the end of this. What? Oh, there's Double S. Now you show up. You done with your milkshake?
What were you saying?
Oh, I don't know. And then we get the cameo of Bedlam in this because God knows we need another symbiote.
Says Pope. Says maybe I could be a Spider-Man. New title: Pope G, the kinda okay in town Spider Dude. Yeah, this Venom definitely is not as good as Kate's stuff. That's an awesome cover though. I got a couple of those. I fell for it hard. This was the week I bought a lot of doubles and some triples on some things, and I broke my vow of trying to cut back on what I'm spending on comics, and that did not happen. I think I bought my son the omnibus of The Witcher. He's a huge Witcher fan. His birthday's coming up this weekend, so I bought him that, and that was like $50. But I think in total, man, my comic thing, because my comics got pushed back from last week, dude, it was like $175 this week. It was
Jesus Christ.
nuts. But that was, like I said, almost 2 weeks worth of comics and that omnibus. So, but yeah, it was a crazy week, big week. But yeah, Venom is not really hitting on all cylinders for me. Not like it did for when Kate was writing it. I'm going to continue to pick it up just because I do like the characters. I'm not a huge fan of Dylan Brock, though. I'm not. I prefer Eddie Brock before he was part of the hive mind. Just Venom, just a street level, anti-hero. But yeah, I don't know. I'm still going to continue to pick it up just because it is Venom. But yeah, it's a well, I gotta have my thing. Where is it? Where's my video? There it is. Yeah, so my Whiskey Dick episode or issue for the week. So, man.
Yeah, we covered a lot of books because it's just the two of us, and I don't take very good notes. So
I don't take notes at all either. I just read it and remember or forget half of it and go with it.
Yeah.
Miss Sosa never played the Witcher game or read any of the Witcher related comics. Haven't seen the show yet either, even though I love Henry Cavill. So, and we have Newbie Comics in here saying, "What's going on, comic people? Happy Friday! Happy Friday to you too." And Grimy says he liked Eddie Brock during the Absolute Carnage era in the 1990s.
Back when he was fucking eating brains and shit.
Like we were talking to the offer, I know you walked out of Venom #2. I saw it in the theater.
Yeah.
And it was bad. It was really bad. I ended up buying it. I bought the steelbook from Best Buy, one, because my son wanted to watch it. We have not gone over Hulk yet or Moon Knight. Not yet. But we could, just for you, Double S.
I haven't read Moon Knight yet or Hulk, so that's on you.
Unless you're talking about Moon Knight, the TV series, the first trailer dropped for that the other day, too.
I'm pretty excited for that.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty excited for that one, too. We'll see what it brings us, though. So I ended up buying I bought 3 different covers for Hulk this week. I bought the cover A. That was the one I guess everybody's going after for some reason. There's speculation that there's supposed to be like a Null-like character. Of course, this is Kate's writing it. And like I said before, Kate's tends to puts like a new character in issue 3 or 4 of the series, and to make it go crazy. So like with Venom, it was number 3 with Null. So maybe we'll get like a Null-like character in this too. So Hulk number 3. Again, this storyline is really weird, and this is Kate's too. The whole mech Hulk is a little weird for me. I don't like that. In order to power the mech, Hulk's down inside. He needs to get him angry in order to get more power to the mech suit, or it's all in his head and all that crap. But he did meet a Bruce Banner from another dimension that, he talks about how all the abominations, that's what they call the Hulk-like character, they're all considered abominations where he's from. And some of them don't. And he was so impressed with this Hulk because he could communicate. He could have his own thought versus just being a rage machine. No, I don't like Starship Hulk. But we do get, like I said, like the Null, they're calling like a Null-like character, where Hulk sees him in the chamber. Let me find a panel here with it. There it is right there. I don't know if that's something just dreamed up, or that big tall panel right there, or if that's like
that's the Rhino.
That's a Rhino. I'll tell you what, man. The first few pages though got me when it talks about anger, and it talks about this is scenes of this bar, like a biker bar, and all these dudes are dead. And here's Bruce Banner standing outside the burning building with blood just dripping from his hands. That was pretty badass. And then he imagined the Hulk, that character, that villain that we see that panel of later on, reach in and smash Bruce Banner's head, just crushes it.
Oh, nice.
So, it still has some of that horror kind of vibe that it had with the other run with, I forgot who was writing that last Hulk run, the Immortal Hulk.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, that guy. You know that guy. But again, too, I'm going to be picking up this because it is Kate's. I like Kate's. Can be a slow burn. Kate can really turn on a dime and really switch the story up, which I kind of like. He does go for some deep grabs too, like with the Thor run. He's going back to Gore the God Butcher and the sword, and then he goes back in time with Venom. So he makes stuff that happened 20, 30 years ago in the comics connect in with whatever story he's telling now, which, I mean, if you're a speculator, that's great, because all of a sudden, bam, all these older books now are worth more money just because, it was nothing back then. But now, because Kate's referenced it in a newer book, now it's speculating in a bigger market. I remember I went to the con with you. I think it was Dallas Expo. Went through some booth, and they had a whole bunch of Thor books in the dollar bin. I grabbed some out, and I got the first Gore, the God Butcher, for $1. Yeah. So
I don't know if I have that or not.
And I have a few other from that particular run too. I think I had the first Ebony Blade. Is it not Ebony Blade? I forgot what they call that. The sword. The
sword? Yeah.
It's not the Ebony Blade. But yeah, so I was shocked to pick those up for $1, and all of a sudden, bam, now they're worth, $80, $90. So it's kind of crazy. You said you didn't pick up Hulk this week, right?
Right. I do have it coming. I liked issue 1. I thought it was interesting, and I haven't liked them. I'm not a big fan of the whole Starship Hulk thing, but like you said, it might turn around and fucking just like Immortal Hulk did. But.
Yeah. I'm trying to go through my other books here. I might talk about a few others too that I read from last week that just quickly touch base on. But you're up. What do you got, Mike?
Speaking of the Ebony Blade, I read The Death of Doctor Strange, the Black Knight, X-Men Black Knight. I was lost reading this because I didn't realize the Black Knight had a daughter. I don't know when that happened. If it happened I don't know. But he has a daughter. What, I can't remember her name. Jax? I don't know. She's fighting some demonic. I guess they share the responsibilities of the role of the Black Knight now, and the curse of the Ebony Blade. They share responsibilities for that too. And she ends up taking out some demon form of the X-Men, and some other chick shows up. What's her name? Faza Hussein. She had to be part of the X of Swords shit because she has Excalibur. One thing that really stands out in this book for me was the art by Bob Quinn. And Jax, she cusses a lot. His daughter cusses a lot. It's like, fuck you and fuck that. And I thought that was pretty cool. But other than that, this is a blast.
Double S wanted to know how I felt about President Ross at the end. Yeah, I mean, I don't. It didn't really grab me. So, yeah, I'm more interested in this other bigger character that's just showing up randomly and not really interacting with anybody. That's more of a. But, Grimy said, all I know is he had no faith in Cosmic Ghost Rider. He was dead wrong. I'll never doubt Kate's I am a believer. I missed out on a Cosmic Ghost Rider. I don't know about you, Mike. Yeah.
No, that's actually one of my favorite Funkos, the Cosmic Ghost Rider that I got.
Oh yeah.
He's actually holding baby Thanos, which so yeah, I got lucky and found that at a little shop around here called Yesteryear Toys. I think it was a LA Comic-Con exclusive, and they have one in the shop. I think I paid $30 for it. But
did you get the first appearance of Cosmic Ghost Rider?
Yes.
Yeah, I got like the second print, I think, or third print. I didn't get the first print. Missed out on that one.
Speaking of Ghost Rider, I decided after I finished all my Exorcist tattoos, I'm gonna get Ghost Rider, cover up this little lizard thing I have. Get Ghost Rider, get them all in black and white, and have the flames yellow and orange and all that. So by the same artist.
You gonna put flames all over your lizard?
Flames on the lizard.
Yeah, that'd be your pickup line. Hey, baby, you ever see any flames on a lizard? There you go. Double S said that happened last year in the Black Knight series.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, I didn't read that.
Baby Thanos was funny as shit from Pope, and then that would be cool, Mike, talking about your flaming lizard. Let's talk about this. Steve, the owner of the comic store I go to, said, hey, I read Bolero. I want to know what you think of Bolero. And I went, oh, no. Because usually when he says that, I'm in for either some grief.
Did he at least give it to you for free?
No, he did not give it to me free, and it was $6.
Holy shit. I hope you liked it.
No, I did not like it. It's like a prestige format, though, so I mean, it's a pretty good sized book. It's not like it's a regular floppy. But yeah, this is not directed at a 45-year-old cisgender male, Caucasian. So it's basically about these friends, and they turn out to be these two friends end up being lovers, and so they're a lesbian couple, and they meet this other girl that's part of a band. Yeah, I know you are, Mike. You're very proud of it. And then they all start promoting this band. Each girl has her own little part, and I started to really get out of it. I'm like, what? This is not for me. Sorry, so I'm just flipping through the pages. Didn't get any more about it. The couple of girls break up, and then she's doing a little masturbating to her friends' pictures. So yeah, see, this seems like Mike's kind of book for sure. And so I'm like, okay, I'm kind of done with it. I'm kind of moving on. The one girl that broke up, the one that wasn't masturbating, ended up hooking up with a guy and kind of having a boyfriend, which kind of really bums her out even more. And like I said, I was like, well, I'm done. I'm out. I don't want to really read anymore. And then it gets to be this cosmic cat that she meets out in the middle of space. And then she, at the very end of the book, as I'm flipping through it, I'm like, what the heck's going on? It reveals that she changed genders. Now she's a boy or a guy or whatever what gender she wants to place herself with. Miss So says, meh, I don't care for lesbian / bi romances in comics, only in adult film. I think that's probably...
I mean, I don't got a problem with, your sexual preference. You do what you want to do, whatever. Love is love. All right? But goddamn, every fucking book, especially the indie books, every fucking lesbian, whatever. Anyway, Pope Graham keeps talking about Ghost Rider, man. I could talk about Ghost Rider. I love Ghost Rider.
He doesn't want to talk about Bolero. He doesn't want to talk about lesbian romances and changing genders and all that stuff. I don't blame you. And as I said, was it directed for me being a 45-year-old male? No, it was not directed at me one bit. So I'm sure there might be people out there that might actually dig it and love it. I'm not that person.
Glad that's all I got to say. I saw it.
Yeah.
I saw it. I was like, no, I read enough crap.
Yeah. What else you got, Mike? Anything else this week?
Oh, another piece of crap. Great cover though. Great cover. Devil's Reign, which is an awesome story. I love it. But this one does nothing for me. This is Devil's Reign X-Men #1. Great White Queen cover. Emma Frost. Yay! You remember that time Emma Frost worked for the Kingpin? Yeah, neither do I.
Yeah.
Neither. But apparently she did, and it all ties back to that. The biggest part about this, if you read Devil's Reign Villains for Hire, you know that the Kingpin has his own group of villains, obviously, for hire, calling them the Thunderbolts now. They go try to kick the X-Men out of their stupid-ass treehouse. And they ain't having it. That's this whole book. Blast. I understand. It's not that I don't enjoy some LGBT representation, but I want to... Yeah, I don't care if characters in comics are gay, lesbian, whatever. But if that's the main focus of the whole comic going forward, Jesus Christ, man. Whatever. Some of my good friends are homosexual. I mean, some of my best fucking bosses I've had were homosexual. I mean, I don't care, but when it's force fed into in my face through a comic book, I'm just glad I caught a live show with you gentlemen. Pope, it's always good to see you, brother. But yeah.
Oh, is he taking off?
I don't know. You just said you're glad he caught the live show.
Oh, okay. You talk about that. Where did that book go to? I can't find it now. Maybe it's under there. Nope. Where is it? Look for. Oh, there it is. Robin. So, you talked about that. Like you don't care. Like I'm the same way. I don't care orientation at all. Whatever you want to do with it. So the Robin's book, they have those. Yeah. I don't care what you poke. Just tell a good story. That's as simple as you're going to put it. He said he's staying, but he caught the live show. So I was joking around because the Robin's book this week or this month have like the. So I get it. They have sexualized women covers. She-Hulk is one of them they got this week. Tons of ladies out there sexualized on the comics. They don't do it for the men, right? So DC's doing it for the men. Past few weeks. So the Robin cover is I don't remember which Robin it was, but he's shirtless, he's all buffed out, with the towel. And I'm like, nah, I don't want that cover. And I was joking around. I said, well, there's my homophobia showing through. I don't want it. So I ended up getting this one. Just because it's just not my thing. I don't want to look at it. Not my thing. Whatever you want to look at, that's great, dude. Whatever you want to do. But I didn't even read Robins. I'm not sure if this came out this week or last week. Don't remember.
This week. I got it. I haven't read it either.
Let's see here. Let's see what else did I don't think I read anything else this week. Nope. Everything else is either from last week or I didn't even read any Detective Comics. Pope Gravy says Babs has done the Nightwing covers. Oh, I'll talk about this though. I'm really digging this still. I think this came out last week though. DC versus Vampires. This has been like kind of a fun read with Hal Jordan being like I don't know if he's the lead vampire, but he's the one that's kind of hiding in the shadows in the Justice League and taking everybody out, but they're trying to figure out what's going on. And he's doing the best job he can to stay hidden and take out the Justice League one by one. And in this issue here, he uses his vampire stare to seduce Wonder Woman, and he ended up changing her to a vampire in this book. So this has been really good. I'm not a big fan of the art in this story, but I definitely like the story itself. So DC's vs. Vampires still continue to be a stash for me. Let's see here. Has the bi version of Robin and John Kent been any good? I have no interest in them since they turned them bi. Also, zero interest in bi Wonder Woman. She's not bi. Dang it, she's straight.
I didn't realize Robin was bi. Is it
the one?
Tim
Drake?
Yeah, Tim Drake. Right?
I think it's Tim Drake.
Robin. Right? Or the third one.
Yeah.
Third one. Whatever.
We know it's not Jason, because he wouldn't do that. Red Hood. Computer says need a vampire stare. I've seen a Matina cover for next week for which book? Is it the DC vampire book you're talking about? I'm not sure.
Probably.
Let's see here. I don't think I really have anything else that I read. That's that I got here. I got tons of books.
You didn't pick up Villains for Hire?
I did not pick up that book, no.
This is another one of probably better books this week. What the hell? Yeah, so Kingpin's got the Thunderbolts under his Jesus Christ. He's valued the Thunderbolts, and the team is actually pretty cool. It's Whiplash, Rhino, Electro, the female Electro. She's on the cover here, along with the rest of them. Agony, and the Taskmaster. One thing about this book, they made Taskmaster a badass again. He's shooting. There's like 3 dudes standing there. He's shooting arrows right through all 3 of them, their heads. It's pretty bloody and violent as well. So, this one's just the Thunderbolts enforcing Kingpin's rule, and old John Walker, U.S. agent, shows up at Kingpin's desk at the end. He's like, "I want to join." So, I thought it was pretty cool. So.
Is it the Taskmaster from the comics or from the Black Widow movie?
The comics.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't like that reveal in the movie very much. I gotta look at that DC versus Vampire. That's number 4, I think, that maybe Pope is talking about. I'm gonna look it up real quick and see.
While you're looking that up, Double S says, how do you like the HBO Max Peacemaker series and the dance intro, Huey and Michael? So when I first saw it, I was like, what the fuck am I about to watch here? And now I have to watch the dance the whole time, every time. I think it's funny as shit.
Is that's 2? That's 3. Let me pop up number Okay, there's 3. Next. There's 4. Let's see here. Oh, okay. I'll pop it up. Yeah, that's definitely a cool cover. On. Do. Blue skidoo, you can too. Burp.
The fuck is wrong with you?
I've watched too many Blues Clues with my kids when they were younger. You never watch Blues Clues? I'm trying. I can only move so much. There you
Wonder
go.
Woman coming. Oh, that's sick. I have to get that. That is awesome.
Says Clay Chapman, who wrote Villains, What for Hire, came to our college for a play he wrote. Interesting. And then it says, thanks, Mar. Sorry I missed your reply too. Thank you, ma'am. They're all chit-chatting back and forth. Okay, we are just at an hour. I'm surprised we lasted an hour, Mike. We're not no 2 pump chumps here. We can go the long haul. That's for sure. That's just I've been picking up these covers. I really like these black and white covers. I hate the book Hawkeye. I thought I'd like it. I got Hawkeye #1, hated it.
I love Kate Bishop, and
I like Kate Bishop, but I didn't like the book.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I don't.
Joker #11. I think this came out last week. I got a couple covers for that. Yes. Apparently,
love that.
I didn't mean to. I got that cover and I got that cover. Apparently, I ordered 2 covers. So, SpiderMan #85, the Momoko cover. Daredevil, Woman Without Fear. I thought was really good. Definitely going to be picking up more of that. Robin's, the non-sexualized one. Detective Comics, the 2 that came out. Justice League versus the Legion of Superheroes. Still haven't read that one yet.
Yeah, no interest.
Scorched. Haven't read that one yet.
Haven't read that yet.
Rain by Joe Hill, the guy who wrote.
I heard that was pretty good.
Yeah, I haven't read that one yet. Happy Hill. It's kind of a foil cover. I don't know. Like gas mask. Catwoman, of course. I always pick up the Frizzen covers. Strange Academy #15. I picked the wrong cover for that one. Not the cover appearance of Gas Lamp. And Batgirls #2, which I thought the first one was crap, and I already ordered this.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So couldn't get around it. Wastelanders, Black Widow. These have kind of been a dud for me.
Yeah.
All of these have been a dud. And then Robin and Batman #3.
Yeah, Sparks. They're killing off the Justice League in issue 75.
Good.
And from what I hear, they're going to stay dead for a while. I don't know if the team's going to stay dead, like there's going to be no Justice League, or the actual characters on the team are going to stay dead.
Miss Sosa, do you guys collect the blank sketch covers? I have a couple, but I really don't. Yes, we went over Silver Surfer Rebirth. We both thought it was a very good callback to the 90s. Ron Lim, of course, is the art on there. We both dug that, and I thought that awesome reveal of Thanos at the end, that with the whole Marvel and space stuff was really good stuff.
Probably my pick of the week for this week, Sparks.
Yeah, I would say that has to be mine, too. Really, there wasn't a whole lot out that really grabbed me this week. So, Pope says, I do know the sketch coverage in Midtown sell out fast. Really? I didn't think they would sell out fast. To go over Silver Surfer. They need to stay dead for at least a decade and focus on neglected DC characters.
Yeah.
You think all the Justice League? Like Batman's gone for a decade, Superman's gone for a decade, Wonder Woman.
Well, are they even on the Justice League right now?
I don't know. I've not been reading it.
Hippolyta and fucking Black Adam and some whatever. I don't read the Justice League, so.
What else did you pick up this week?
I picked up Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 125, first appearance of the Punk Frogs.
Of
I
the
haven't read it yet.
what frogs?
The Teenage Mutant Punk Frogs.
Oh,
I don't
punk
know if they were.
frogs.
I don't know if they were part of the cartoon, and this is like their first appearance in the comics, but it is what it is. I picked up Nightwing number 88. Haven't had a chance to read that. Silver Coin number 8. Picked up. Cloaked number 2. Did you read the first one of this?
Yeah, that's the Batman-esque. Yeah. Actually, I enjoyed the first one. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I didn't get number 2 though.
Picked up, what number we on this? King Spawn number 6. Moon Knight number 7. I believe this is a Peach Momoko. Oh no, that's not. I need 86. This is a pretty cool cover of Amazing Spider-Man.
That almost looks like that's not the J.R. J. Remuda Jr., is it?
I don't think so. I don't see his.
Somebody's fapping in the background.
Yep. Fat. My dog's ears. So, what else did I pick up? You already
Double
showed
S waiting for his shake.
Robin's number 3. And last book I have to read this week, Detective, really cool cover, 1049. Excuse me.
Okay, I think that's gonna wrap it on up for the evening. Like I said, we lasted an hour, Mike.
Yep.
We'll pat on our backs.
We're not old as decrepit as you like to talk about.
That's because we started an hour earlier. You know, we were able to get our protein shakes in and get our applesauce and some of that.
Applesauce.
So, yeah. I went to the movies with my dad. Usually for his birthday, we usually always go to the movies and go grab dinner. And so we went to movies. We saw The Kingsman, which I saw with my wife for like the day after Christmas. And so he wanted to watch it, so we went again. And it actually is a decent movie. If you like Kingsmen, it's kind of the beginnings of the Kingsmen group. So it's based in World War I. A lot of historic aspects to it. But so we get in the movie theater, and my dad's like, "Hey, I have some comics for you that Freddie has given." And I'm like, "Oh, really? What do you got?" He goes, "Oh, yeah, some old Green Lantern." I'm like, "Oh, dude, I'm thinking like some 12 cents, some Silver Age Green Lanterns, you know." Am I gonna get Green Lantern number 1? No, they're sitting on the dash of my car. We'll get them after the movie. I'm like, "Oh goodness, I'm getting excited. I'm getting excited." And this was the Green Lantern I got. So, he handed them to me. Of course, I look at, like these are late 80s, early 90s. These aren't old, Dad. Yeah, no reference to comics. If it says 10 cents, 12 cents, 15 or 20, I'll take those all day long. But usually above 35 cents, I take free comics anyhow, regardless, right? But, if it's something like that old, I definitely would take it. Like, this is kind of a key issue, I guess, but the cover's like ripped off. This is the one where Kyle Rayner finds his wife or girlfriend in the refrigerator.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but look at that cover. The cover's like ripped off. This is kind of an iconic cover, I think. But it's not worth anything, There's another Green Lantern there. But it's all 90s stuff. Hard Boiled number 1 by Frank Miller. So, but yeah, so my my excitement for old comics got extinguished relatively quickly. One, I'm like, dude, why do you have comics sitting on your dash? They're gonna get ruined. The sun's gonna beat down on them and ruin them. So let's see here. Spidey Popoff fapping out the rest of the 6 for the land of the VA. I have not been to a comic shop in almost 2 months. Shame on me. I find myself reading much older stuff online instead. I'm just bored with a lot of current DC and Marvel out there. This year, I'm going to be more focused on me and Huey's friendship now. Me and Huey, best friends forever. So,
Thank God. 2022 is looking brighter every day.
yeah. Huey, stop showing the Green Lantern books. I'm dying right now. So, yeah, those are my. That's my haul this week. I have not got any chance to pick up any older books. I mean, I can't find any books out there right now, or if I do, they're so jacked up in price that I don't want to pay for them. That one comic book store, Neverland Comics, it's kind of a new store. It's been there about a year. I go in there once in a while, I dig through his dollar bins. Can't really find much of anything. I think I found that 20-cent cover. It's like the third or fourth appearance of Ghost Rider. I think I ended up sending that to Double S. It wasn't in great shape, but it was $1, you know. But I told him I was looking for some. What was it? It's Marvel books. Oh, the Defenders books. I'm trying to finish my Defenders run. And he had like Defenders number 122. I forgot the number it was. It wasn't even a key issue, but it was like later on in the Defenders run. And I said, how much you want for it? He goes, let me look it up. And he wanted like $20 for it. And I'm like, dude, it's like a $2 book at most. At most $2 I would pay for that book. And I said, nope, I'm not going to pay for it. So I just kind of quit going back in there. So it's been hard to find any deals out in the wild at all anywhere. So Miss So said Double S needs to be on the panel. We've tried to get him on here, but he's refusing. I think he's a little too shy. But anything else before we bounce out of here this evening, Mike?
Come follow me on TikTok if you haven't already. Up to like 450 followers. I don't know how. I show Funko Pops. I show some variant covers. I do a little promo for our show here, and people follow me. I don't know, but
I don't know. Let me see how many followers I have on TikTok. I don't think I have that many. I said it cringes my daughter that I'm on TikTok. She drives her nuts.
I think we should reenact the Peacemaker dance.
Yeah, that go real well. Of course, you never know. I did, like I said, that intro that I had at the beginning of this one, and I put it on our YouTube channel with the voices of from Full Metal Jacket. I kind of want to play around with those some more. I found a cool website where I can add voices and stuff in. So Pope says he can't do TikTok. Sorry. Mars said that would be awesome. I don't know if maybe another trip to Virginia is in the works or something. Maybe we'll swing by.
Let me come out there. I need to come out to Oregon.
We have nothing out here, dude. I mean, if you were to come out here, we could hit a couple of the comic book shops I got here. There's one bigger one about an hour and a half away. That's about it, man. I don't have anything for comics. So,
and
what are they saying?
I ain't left the house and forever. Other than go to the comic book shop, go to doctor's appointments, and go to work. That's my life.
I'm headed to Missouri in May. But then I'm only going to be there for a few days. My daughter graduates college, so we're flying out there. And then in the late summer, like August, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do it, but she's moving to Florida to go to her graduate school. But my wife's supposed to fly down there in August, help her load up everything and drive a U-Haul from Missouri to Florida, which I thought that would be kind of a fun trip to do, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen. Is in the cards for me or not. So we'll see. But yeah, I was hoping to go by and see Jeremy, swing by him and see Mississippi.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know if that's going to happen. So I think we're going to go ahead and roll this episode up, episode number 260. And bouncing out, we want to thank Miss So, Pope Grimy, Mars Comics, Double S, of course, for jumping in here, as well as Legion, Sparks. I think I said Sparks. You guys have been pretty active in this chat here. We also had Comic. Where is he? Comic Newbie or Comic
Newbie Comic?
Yeah, Newbie Comics. I think that's what it was. So thank everybody for jumping in here and joining us on this live show tonight. And we're going to go ahead and bounce on out of here. Remember, if you whether you blast it or whether you stash it, happy reading, and we'll catch you guys next week. Let me find where's a cool video to end with. Let's just do this.